It was Goethe who said we love girls for what they are. Well, even the great Goethe could have learned something from the tale that took place on the campus of Illinois State Tech. May 10th, 1102, Don Weiner, the school's star running back and candidate for All-American, was out for a drive. Don never did make All-American.
Let's walk, Don.
Sure.
May 11th, 10 a.m. I wasn't too choked up with Vincenzo sending me to an alderman's press conference, so when I caught the police report of 2 bodies being found on the IST campus lake, it gave me an excuse. That and running out of gas, which I didn't plan.
No signs of trauma on either one of them. No address on the girl, but we know she was a hype. Look at the spike tracks on her arm.
That look on Reiner's face.
Yeah, I know. Just like that other student we found Thursday, Burdett. Like he was scared to death.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep that under wraps before somebody blows it up into another Hindenburg disaster.
Don't worry. Reports got Burdett dead of natural causes, heart attack. Now this kid, too?
Well, there's no law against dropping dead.
Captain, what do you think's going on?
Excuse me, Captain.
How long have you been here?
Who, me?
How long?
Oh. No law against dropping dead?
You put that on the wire and I'll have you 86 permanently.
I was just passing through.
Captain, I'm Rosalind
Just a minute, just a minute. You want to take another trip in the police car, Kolchak?
I'm Rosalind Winters.
Just hush up. Will you just shut up? I take it the department has a formal writ to suppress, huh? Who signed it? Who issued it, huh? Who?
I'm Rosalind Winters, reporter for the Blue Monitor.
The blue what?
The Blue Monitor, the campus weekly. Do you have a comment to make?
Well?
Yeah, but you couldn't print it.
Ah!
Come on, Mike. Come on, let's go.
Oh, hi there. My name's Carl Kolchak. We haven't met. You're,
Mark Hansen.
Mark Hansen. You're a friend of the deceased, weren't you? Yes. Could you tell me...
Look, Kolchak, I'm gonna tell you something. Some people dream about retiring.
Uh-huh.
I dream about breaking your face.
Oh, I love you too, sister. Listen, how's your therapy coming along? Okay?
Shut up.
Absolutely bananas. Oh,
Excuse me.
Bluebird.
Blue Monitor.
Yeah, Blue Monitor,
Yeah.
yeah. Where's the nearest gas station?
About a mile that way.
About a mile that way. You wouldn't happen to have a set of wheels, would you?
Sure, come on.
Yeah. When I said wheels, I meant 4. Fill it up.
You know, I've been thinking, Kolchak. Now, you and I could work together on this story because I know this campus inside out.
Sorry, I always work alone.
Work alone, walk alone.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's talk. Yeah, we can talk in the cafeteria next week.
Talk or walk, Kolchak.
Well, all right. We'll talk. But you talk first, right? I mean, I'm new around here. You're supposed to know this campus backwards.
Well, it's weird, you know? I mean, finding Don Reiner by that girl's body, they found Pete Burdett with a dead girl, too.
I didn't hear that.
Well, a good reporter has her contacts.
Who was the girl? Where was she from? What'd she die of?
I'm working on that.
Well, how about some facts and names, dates? Was she dressed? Was she nude? Was she half nude? What?
I don't know.
But what about, what's his name? Burdett and Reiner. Would they have any previous history of heart attack?
I don't know.
What kind of reporter are you?
I said I was working on it.
Well, when you finish working on it and you get some facts, let me know.
Some collaboration.
Some reporter. Why don't you go...
Hey, wait a minute, where you... Wait a minute! Hey, wait!
I can't understand why the Coaches Association is interested in all this.
Well, we're building a file on unusual heart disease cases, Coach. You see...
Okay, I'll be out in a minute.
Yeah, now, Coach, you claim that Don Reiner was in perfect physical condition, right?
Right.
And that you checked out Pete Burdett's medical history, and he was a picture of health when he tried out for the swimming team, right?
Actually, Burdett never made the team.
No?
You see, his butterfly stroke was like an effeminate moth.
Oh, pity.
Both those boys had perfect EKGs.
Well, then, how do you explain 2 young men, 2 perfect physical specimens dropping dead from a heart attack?
Do you want the usual rationalization, or can you handle the truth?
No, I can handle the truth, Coach. Always the truth.
Don Reiner was a playboy, and he paid the price. Bacteria.
Bacteria. Germs. You mean germs? What kind of germs?
Well, take your pick. You see, I'll tell you what I tell all my boys. There's a war going on right here inside the body.
Right here, huh?
Right. And there are only 2 basic game plans. Absolute physical hygiene, and the other?
Tuna fish?
Tuna fish.
10:25. Craig Donnelly and Betty Walker arrived at Donnelly's apartment after dinner and a few too many glasses of champagne.
Wait right here. I'll go into your house.
The bubbly had tasted good, but for Betty Walker, it might as well have been strychnine.
Here we go.
I need an ambulance. Hurry. 187 Felicity Street.
The same night, 11 p.m. The on-campus living quarters of archaeology professor C. Evans Spate. Spate was a recipient of a coveted Pace Institute grant, and his student assistant, Mark Hansen, were attempting to discover the meaning in a piece of clay some 10,000 years old.
You don't really seem to be with it tonight, Mark. Why don't you knock off?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dr. Spade. I guess I'm more upset about Don Reiner's death than I thought.
Yeah.
I think I will knock off. It's coming along.
Yes, it is. Good night, Mark.
Good night.
On the night of May 11th, they would both make a discovery.
Yes?
Hi. You don't know me, but I wanted to meet you, and I didn't know anyone to introduce us. So, am I interrupting anything?
No, no, not at all. Come on in.
Can I tell you something dumb?
Mm-hmm.
I want to touch your face. I've seen it so many times. I just want to convince myself I'm really here.
Touch away.
It's a fine face.
Now, what time did you see the girl come into this room?
It was about 11:30. Yeah, the news was just off the air.
You never saw her before, huh?
You know, chicks float in and out of this building like pollen. But her, now her I'd remember, but I don't.
Her name was Betty Walker. Does that ring a bell?
Nope.
She resided at 602 Wyland Avenue, North Side. Is that a popular address with the boys in this frat?
No. And it's fraternity. We don't call it a frat anymore.
Don't get lippy with me, boy. I might be tempted to go into your room and kind of poke around. Might find some funny vegetables in there.
Captain, the girl has a major contusion at the base of her skull. I think we can attribute death to a severe blow.
What about the boy?
Well, we're gonna need some more tests. But you can see for yourself, the look on his face, same as the others. Scared.
Kolchak!
I'm Rosalind Winters, reporter for...
I know who you are!
Sister, you can't have that cassette. You can't have that cassette.
Interfere with the law!
You can't do that. And that's an abridgment of the First and the Fourth Amendment.
You can't get a word out of you! And I will book you on illegal entry. Now, you get out of here!
I'm gonna bring you up on charge with
Take
ACLU.
Tonto with you! Go, Tonto!
Suppression of the press.
Shut up!
Big Fink ought to go back into therapy.
Hey, Kolchak, you still owe me.
Consider ourselves even, Tonto.
Well, what about that lunch you promised me?
May 11th, 12:15 p.m. My first stop had been Betty Walker's apartment. Number 2 was an address furnished me by Betty's roommate, the apartment of Craig H. Donnelly.
So then what happened? Well, I ran up to that phone, called for an ambulance. When I came back down, she was gone.
Well, maybe she was still conscious.
I spent 3 years in Vietnam. I know when someone's dead. And Betty was dead. How could she just disappear like that?
Maybe somebody carted her off.
What, in 30, 40 seconds? No way. Besides, this place was quiet, deserted. All I know is I'll never forget seeing her gone. And that smell.
What smell?
You ever been around a war, Kolchak?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Well, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. It smells like death.